Hello, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Pamela Marshall. Thank you for being a part of our Peace and Healing Through Forgiveness Facebook group. How many times do you find yourself thinking about something that happened in the past? Something that you even sometimes we're thinking about things that we've done, and you do it over and over and over again, and none of that changes what took place. But we have a tendency to do that. That's called rumination. And rumination, by those in the medical field, say that it's a form of OCD. Imagine watching a Netflix movie over and over again, binge watching on Netflix. That's what it's been described as when we relive those moments over and over again. And reliving those moments bring up all of those emotions associated with it, and sometimes even worse. Whatever the initial emotion, it may bring up something else just because you're reliving it. Think about the impact that that's having on your brain. It takes more energy for us to deal with negative thoughts than positive thoughts. And imagine creating the way water creates the trenches in the rivers that flow because it's going through there every time. Imagine how that's impacting our bodies, the brain. Every time we go back to that negative energy, we are again making those trenches and making it easier and easier for our minds to go there. There's a scripture in Matthew that says that the lamp of the body is the eye. There are people that we see every day, and you can look in their eyes and tell that things are not well. Sometimes we can look in the mirror and we see it in our own eyes. The lamp of the body is the eye. How do we make sure that our eyes are reflecting light? Well, the only way that that can happen is we go through a process of understanding, number one, I cannot make a round trip ticket to the past and change anything. That's just impossible. I cannot change what happened. Number two, if I am having these negative thoughts about me for what I've done or for feeling like I allowed this to happen to me, then this is a time to take some really, really reflection on how your thoughts are treating you. What kind of self-care, what kind of self-compassion are you giving yourself? Think about, how would you treat a friend? And are you treating yourself the same way? If your friend called you up and said, this terrible thing just happened to me, would you say negative things to your friend? And sometimes our negative conversations with ourselves can be worse than what other people are saying to us or about us. Talk to yourself like you love you. Be compassionate with you. Because if you are not going to make mistakes, if we were not going to have challenges in this life, then all of what Christ did on Calvary was for naught. And what we need to do, what we have to do, is understand that these challenges are going to come. And imagine thinking of those challenges as strength building opportunities, as spiritual teachers, as character building opportunities. You're not going to get out of here without them, but you have an opportunity to decide how you're going to react to them, how you are going to be stronger and better and wiser. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. In the first, second grade, kindergarten, preschool, they have the hooks with people's names on them. Well, I finally got to the point one day of understanding when people come with their challenges, I just visualize hanging whatever they bring on their hook, the hook with their name on it. Their coat, backpack does not go on the hook with my name on it. I'm going to put theirs right there. And then in my backpack, I get to decide what's going to be in my backpack. I get to decide what I'm going to carry around. I get to decide the emotions that best suit me. Now, the ones that best suit me are the ones that I want in my backpack. I want the ones that resemble, that reflect the likeness that was put in me before the foundation of the earth. The scripture says that God made us in his image and likeness. And we come here with that. But we go through these troubles, trials, and tribulations along this journey that can dim the light in our eyes. And sometimes we can look all but DOA. But we don't have to stay that way. And that's what I pray. That's my prayer for you, is that you embrace and come back to that joy and peace that is a gift. Why give it away? Why give it away to those thoughts in our past? Why give it away to ruminating over and over and over again? How about this? Try this for me. Every time those thoughts come to you, if you don't have pen and paper, just take your phone out and just put a one. Go into your notes and put a one. And then next to it, type in, it's over. Doesn't matter how many times. Every time a negative thought comes to mind, go to your phone. If you have pen and pad, just put a little check mark and say, it's over. I am joy. I am peace. I speak healing and deliverance from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. It'll work. Just do it. I thank you so much for messaging me. I thank you for the comments that you're making, and certainly invite you to bring along some other people who want the benefits of peace and healing through forgiveness. I'm Pamela Marshall at the Wellness Radio TV and at the Wellness Radio TV podcast. Remember, there is healing at the well. Make it a great moment. We'll see you.